not looking great for those who are excited about the new Jedi Order movie starring Daisy Ridley as Rey, or the new Rey movie. So just a few weeks ago, we had reports that 5 new Star Wars movies were in development, including the Rey movie, but now it seems like things have taken a turn. So according to reports, the new Jedi Order movie has been put on hold, and that could mean we're looking at some serious trouble over at Lucasfilm, this is good for business. Now let's break this down. Lucasfilm has a history of announcing a bunch of projects and then shelving them, like Rogue Squadron with Patty Jenkins, the Rian Johnson trilogy, even the Knights of the Old Republic, and the Taika Waititi movie. They've all faced major delays or cancellations. The Rey movie seems to be following the same pattern, and it raises the question, what's really going on behind the scenes at Lucasfilm? Because all these films were probably not going to be good, and they are focusing too much on quantity over quality, and nobody wants to see a Rey movie. There's so many other films that they could be making right now, but no, let's do Rey. So the problem at Lucasfilm is, according to reports from Daniel Richmond, the movie's production is nowhere near ready. Script revisions are ongoing, probably because it sucks, with Stephen Knight, known for Peaky Blinders, having worked on 4 different drafts over the past year. Still, it's clear that Lucasfilm isn't satisfied. Kathleen Kennedy is continuously sending notes back to Knight, delaying the process even more, and I bet you she's also part of the reason that this movie's never going to succeed. This is a classic Lucasfilm problem. We've seen this time and time again. They announce a huge project, it gets delayed, put on hold, or even canceled. It makes you wonder if there's a lack of direction over at Lucasfilm. You can't help but think back to when George Lucas, he knew exactly what needed to be done, and it was his vision. The original trilogy and how everything was already planned out, and he knew what the first 3 movies were going to be while he was making the originals. Now it feels like the priority is just to release content without focusing on the quality of storytelling, you know? And I don't think anybody likes it. So this hold might be a good thing, though. Honestly, the fact that this movie is on hold might actually be a good thing. They're taking the time to get the script right rather than rushing it to hit deadlines. The sequel trilogy already had plenty of issues because they didn't focus on a cohesive story arc. They need to make sure this doesn't turn into another rush project that divides the fan base even further, because that's the last thing we need. If this delay leads to a stronger story for Rey's return, it could end up being worth the wait, but me personally, I don't care at all, and I don't think anybody else cares. It's time to move on and pick something new. But there's something deeper here. It's not just about delays, it's about how these stories are being shaped. Because reports are suggesting that the goal was to have Rey lead a new Jedi Order that shapes the future of Star Wars. But the problem is, the sequel trilogy did so much damage to the character of Rey that it's hard for fans to care about her return. And making a new Jedi Order, bro, that was the whole point of the sequels. That was supposed to be the whole idea of them, was Luke rebuilding the Jedi Order. And then they just threw it out the window to remake the original trilogy. So instead of focusing on gender politics or identity agendas, bro, they just need to focus on telling a good story. It's so simple. Like, the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian just did that, and they were great. The success of Star Wars has always been about strong, relatable characters and themes that transcend the surface level stuff. Whether the protagonist is a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. We love Ahsoka. What matters is crafting a story that people can connect to. The key to success is going back to what worked. Take a look at the original trilogy. Luke's journey wasn't about being a man. It was about self-discovery, failure, redemption, and family. Those universal themes are what made Star Wars resonate with generations of fans. It feels like Lucasfilm has just lost sight of all that. They need to return to what worked, building characters we care about, crafting a story that evolves naturally, rather than just forcing it and shoving it down our throats to meet a quota or hit a certain political motivated milestone. So what's next for the Rey movie? It's anyone's guess at this point, but I think most fans would agree that taking the time to get the story right is the way to go. We don't need another rushed sequel that disappoints all the fans. We need a strong character-driven narrative that brings the Star Wars universe together and back to its roots. What do you think? Is this delay a good thing, or does it spell trouble for Lucasfilm? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Star Wars or Marvel updates. I'll see you in the next one.
Something truly special.